Hello and welcome to the latest news blog from Cellframe. Today I'll tell you about development news and the work of our marketing teams in the first half of April. We will show you photos and videos from the Blockchain Live forum and demonstrate our newest hardware solutions. These news devices traveled to Dubai together with our team and they aroused great interest among guests at our stand. I'm Elena Yusupova, PR Director of Cellframe Network. Let's go! What important work was completed? To prepare for the release of Node version 5.3, the team improved the link manager. I talked about this feature in the last news blog. The developers working on Node also updated the balancer tool. Last time I also told you about the upcoming mechanism for automatically resolving forks. Now the team is busy debugging it and writing unit tests. We created a new handler using the JSON RPC protocol to work with dashboard transactions. We are continuing to work to stabilize the operation of the node and fixing bugs. We also decided to completely disable the voting, creation and implementation of consensus directives. Before this, there were problems with creating new blocks in the backbone network and with the flow of transactions. After this shutdown, everything got better and blocks began to be created again. This is a temporary solution that will be replaced with a more optimal one for the release of Node version 5.3. The team also redesigned the node list to improve the stability of the network. Previously, we had problems with node list data being up to date. This was due to spam as well as the fact that the list was different for different nodes, which led to problems. The team has reworked the logic of the node list in such a way that each node now has its own local group, from which records are transferred to the node list through a handshake. The node list will now be different on all nodes, partially overlapping depending on which nodes were able to make a handshake. Entries are updated once a day. This fix will remove the influence of garbage on the node list and allow the balancer to work properly. An intermittent syncing issue which made working with a node or dashboard difficult was also fixed. Previously, you had to restart the node or even reinstall to overcome this problem, but now the problem has been fixed. And the team managed to reduce the increased processor load. We redesigned the Cellframe website. There was also a refresh of content on the pages with a roadmap and frequently asked questions. We are currently working on pages about the team, partners, development progress, rules for using the Cellframe trademark, the glossary and the white paper. Bugs have been fixed on the bridge side and now all stages of your transaction can be monitored in the real time. For the bridge's BSC Ethereum direction, the token lists have been improved. Sorting and display customization have been added. We also added instructions for using the bridge in all available modes. See the video description for links to all these materials. We transferred all staking requests to our own BSC node, and this solved a bug where rewards for LP stakes failed to accrue. In Dashboard, we transferred the transaction queue functionality from the old development branch to the new one. Now more than half of all transaction types can be sent to the queue. We transferred Dashboard's commands to Web3. We continue the process of switching to JSON commands in the application. It is also now possible to burn tokens through the dashboard. In the DEX interface, price is now inverted at the output. We fixed the reset of search results when pressing Enter. We also fixed a bug due to which the token displayed in the window for setting a transaction did not change back to the previous one when switching the network. We fixed the display of numbers in the price field and worked on the security of using the application. Now any transaction in the application can be found if its hash is known. To improve the UI UX, we added a scrolling list of wallets and corrected several minor bugs. We completed debugging the Cellframe wallet application on a device with a non-standard form factor. We presented this device at our stand at the recent Blockchain Live forum in Dubai. To complete this project, we reworked the scaling, the list of wallets, and several small information display details. The KelVPN news today will be about the collaboration mode. The team worked on sorting VPN servers. Now it happens correctly. Unavailable servers are hidden, and loading the list of servers has become smooth. We also improved scaling for Linux and macOS platforms. A number of bugs were fixed. The team continues to work on network synchronization and consistency. The main event, not only for marketing but also for the project and our community as a whole, was the work of our team at the Blockchain Live forum. Of course, the weather situation in Dubai made it an even more exciting experience. We managed to sit through some major traffic jams and had to use a cell phone flashlight to talk to new partners at our booth. Because the roads in Dubai were paralyzed by flooding from heavy rains, the forum lasted 3 days instead of 2. Dmitry Gerasimov gave an interview to a specialized YouTube channel, which we will definitely share when it is published. We also got to interact with many of the visitors and speakers at the forum and answer their questions. We gave out our merch to guests at our booth and to future partners, and showed off our new devices together with our partners Node.sys. We've published detailed overviews of each device, which you can find on our social networks. All links are in the description as usual. We made a short video about how it happened. Let's see. In other marketing news, we held a Partner Amos session in a new podcast format, a weekly show about improving life, investing, and cryptocurrency. It turned out to be very informative. You can find the link to the podcast in the description of this episode. You've probably already noticed the new version of the Cellframe wiki. If you haven't checked it out yet, follow the link under this video. Here's a little of what awaits you in the updated version. Reworked terminology, new concepts relevant to Cellframe have been added. Brief overview of the architecture. This will help you understand the technology in general terms. Rewritten and modified instructions for interacting with the platform and using it to create your own tools. The wiki has now become more understandable and friendly. We are very pleased to watch our community grow. We always keep track to community activity and read all your comments. Thank you for staying in touch with us. Please note that we are switching to a different format this summer, and from now on, NewsBlock will be published once a month. The news will now be even bigger and more interesting. See you in mid-May. Bye!